Welcome back to another episode of our Drift Car Build-Off presented by Spec Clutch and Koyorad.
I can't believe this day has finally come. Pete's gonna do some skids in the E46 M3. With a little help here from Coach Riley Sexsmith.
It is finally here after months and months of hard work, bloody knuckles, and determination. The M3 is ready to drift, and I am super excited about this. And even more exciting is that I have Riley here, which he's gonna be a key integral part to me learning how to drift this thing. So I think we're gonna start off by, we're skipping the skid pad there. I saw DP out there, he wasn't doing so good, so I figured, you know what? We're going straight to the track, right?
Straight to the big boy track, that's it. No skid pad, all in.
Okay, Riley, here we go. I've driven this car on the street for a bit.
Yeah.
And the alignment is very drift spec.
That's good.
I do like it.
Yeah.
Haven't tried to drift this yet once, so we'll see how this goes. I definitely am at the novice stage of drifting, so.
Whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, usually.
Let's throw this up.
Oh, that's nice.
There we go.
I like that. Whether it's a clutch kick or handbrake, or you just want to.
Oh, you know what, Riley? We forgot to do this.
Gotta turn it off. Turn the nannies off.
We gotta come to a stop here,
What?
I think. Oh,
Really?
yeah, I think so. I don't know.
BMW.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know what the sport mode does, but
We'll do
it says sport, so
Sporty drift.
that obviously means you gotta turn it on, right? Okay.
Yeah, whatever you're comfortable with. If you want to just do like a hot lap and let it hang a bit, or e-brake it, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
Take it one step at a time.
Yeah, why not, right?
This is a dream machine for me.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Feels very balanced.
Oh yeah. Oh, a little understeer there.
Lots of grip. Well, now you got the rears all hot. You got to put some heat in the fronts.
Oh really?
Oh, yeah.
I really
Especially
didn't
with
think
this
of that.
kind of sticky tire.
So in this corner here, where do you initiate here?
That's good. Beautiful. A note to all the viewers: the track is a little patchy today.
Yes.
There's some puddles here and there, so
Yes, it is. That felt pretty good though.
it did feel pretty
It
good.
does feel like a good drift machine.
It's got a ton of grip,
Oh yeah.
but it doesn't want to fight you too much. Like it doesn't seem to try and kill you on the return.
Yeah. All right, we're getting close to the wall. I don't feel very confident drifting this corner here at all. So we'll just,
got airbags, no big deal.
you know what? Let's just see how this car feels in terms of power. It's okay.
It's okay. Honestly,
okay.
I thought it would be faster.
Yeah, it's it's an older car. I mean, that 8000 Redline feels pretty good.
Sounds nice. All
Okay.
those throttles open.
So let's see here. Second gear. I'm gonna clutch kick this. Nope. Too much speed.
Yeah, you probably need a little more momentum. That's almost like a third gear corner.
Yeah, I see that. I don't think I'm at that third gear level yet. Okay, so what I'm gonna try here is, let's see if this e-brake works. Nope.
Nope. All right, haters.
All right.
Haters are correct. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man, it feels
It's
good.
really good.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, super planted.
It's so good.
Really, I've heard this is one of the best drift chassis on the market, and it feels to me like right out of the box it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm liking it, man. I'm really liking it. Okay, let's try this e-brake again here, just to see if it'll work for me.
A little bit.
Okay, maybe I should be in the right gear there, huh?
It helps. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How does the steering feel?
Oh, it feels good, man. Like, it feels really good. See, I don't know what to do there.
That one you got to use a lot more momentum on. Oh, getting brave.
Okay. All right. Let's see our temperatures here. We're all good. Good oil pressure.
Water's good. Oil
Yeah,
pressure.
oil temp's coming up a little bit at 250, but we're okay with that. Okay, so what do we do here? Down to second gear, very high, and I
Check
gotta.
it in, clutch gate. It's got almost too much grip.
And I'm bouncing the rev limiter. But see, it's like, oh man, this thing, like, it's just so good, dude.
Yeah, this thing's
It
really.
wants to just throw the back end out. I'm just like in love with it.
The engineers at BMW definitely put some work in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, there's that snapback that I'm a little worried about.
It doesn't seem too violent though. I felt
No,
like
it doesn't.
I felt like Dave's car definitely had more violent snapback than this does. And I feel like right out of the box, you've already got so much more steering angle.
God damn, man, it's incredible.
Well, BMW does call it the ultimate driving machine,
That's right.
so why not the ultimate drifting machine?
Wow. Dude, it's so good. So what do you think?
I think it feels like a really good base, considering it's essentially stock suspension other than what, coilovers and some bushings.
Yeah. And like stock
Really
diff
good right
and
out of the
everything.
box. Especially for a car with this many miles. It still has no troubles wagging
Oh!
its tail.
It almost caught me there.
Today is a day you do not want to go off the
No, I figured.
full swamp.
I'm like extremely happy with this thing. Like, it just wants to, it's amazing how it just wants to throw the back end out. Like, feel that. I'm sure you're used to it. I just haven't had a car that's
Yeah.
just
No, it
so
really-
tail happy.
It feels like a very good drift setup. Like right out
As
of the box.
is, right?
Yeah, no, it really is very
Oh
good.
man. All right, this is my last lap and then we'll put you in here and you can really show me what this thing does.
Third, yes. Almost.
It struggles with the,
It's a lot of tire in the rear.
yeah, I think that's 265 in the rear.
65. Oh, geez, yeah, that's a big tire. It's asking a lot of 300
Yes.
horsepower.
Yeah, see, it's like, unless I'm fully committed into the turn,
Yeah.
it definitely,
I think a lot of that comes down to the tire. If you had like a 235 or maybe a slightly less aggressive tire.
Dude. Oh, there's almost my first transition. And we almost hit a seagull. All right, okay,
And
I need
first
one of those.
First official spin.
I needed one of those.
Yeah.
You know what? I saw the curbing there. I was like, I'm getting in a little too close. All right. Let's go switch spots here. And then you can really show me what this thing does.
I hope so.
But man, I'm like ecstatic. It feels so good. Holy shit.
It's that M badge.
It is. Yeah.
You can feel the tires are kind of
like chunking, almost like biting, right? It's got a lot of tire, right?
yeah, and you can feel it like the car kind of
Struggling, exactly. That's what I was finding too. It needs like another 50 horsepower, right? That's where a working handbrake would have came in handy, right?
Yeah, keep going for the handbrake.
Hey, you can try it. Why not, man? Test her out. Yeah, test her out. It's either gonna work great or it's not.
Nope.
Nope.
I can't get it to lock up.
Yeah, all right, well, the internet was right. Sick, sweet, man. Wow. what an experience. I mean, I am loving this car. DP.
It looked wild, man. It looked wild.
Yeah, I think it's giving you a run for the money here.
She's a little snappy, isn't she?
She is a little snappy. Me and Riley were talking about it in the car, and we'll further reinforce that. Like, it comes out kind of insane. Like, I've never driven a car that the tail end comes out so quickly. Like, half the time I was clutch kicking, and then half of it I was just like, okay, well, coming hot, brake a little bit, and it comes out. So it's oversteer heaven, which is, I think, what you want with this car. But there are some drawbacks.
Yeah, so at speed, the car is really nervous. Anything over probably 90 miles an hour, it's kind of like swaying, which when you want to drift it, it's great. You just need to give like a little flick to the wheel and it snaps out right away. So due to the big tire in the rear, it snaps super fast, but it doesn't quite have the horsepower to overcome all the grip that those tires make. So it's not a terrible thing because it'll save you. Like, you can snap it hard and it's not going to just loop. But you need to make it like a perfect drift car, probably more tire pressure, more suspension in the rear.
Yeah.
Just to stiffen the rear,
yep.
or a smaller tire, either way. But
I think the tire is a good point.
that's bigger
that's
than
a
we run on our
It's a
pro car.
265. Yeah, we went
yeah.
a little bigger because they didn't have any 255s left.
Yeah, it was a lot of tire, and I mean, we could go down to something, so maybe we'll do that, and that'll be the next time out. But sweet. All right, well, I think I'm gonna go out for one last session, and then you guys can post in the comments what you think of my drifting.
I was told to set this thing to 40 PSI, and when I went to turn it on, I suddenly realized it's at 57.5 or
Well, that's
57
why it's
now,
such a
so-
sweet drift machine then.
So
That all
maybe
makes
we should
sense.
take a little out, maybe? What do you think, Dove?
No.
Leave it? Leave it? All
Heck
right.
yeah, it's working.
Before Pete drives it home, though, take the air out.
Yeah.
And that way it won't be so skittish on the highway.
It's a convertible drift car, so we got to have the top down. However, I want to apologize. We may have some audio inconsistencies here. There may be a little bit of wind, but we're going to try this out.
Do you notice anything with the change?
Yeah, I think, you know what? We stiffened up the rear, and it's certainly helped. Okay.
The beauty of having the top down.
Jeez, that's whew, flowing a bunch of water anyway. It feels stiffer for sure. It does, man. It's definitely the rear end is tighter, which I think is a really nice thing.
Yes. Oh yeah. Big flick. Oh, in the mud.
I saw that one coming. What am I supposed to do there?
Hang on.
Yeah.
That's really all you can
There's.
do.
Uh-oh.
Best straighten your wheels. Oh man, I don't want to get out. Push.
We're okay. We're okay. All right, we're good. We're good. We made it. Woo! We were almost stuck there.
Woo.
All right.
Oh yeah. Turned into a regular maniac now.
Oh, it's so close to.
Yeah, that was using every inch of
that
the
was
track.
full wreck. All right. Wow.
Peter, what happened, buddy?
Dude, this is what drifting is all about.
Getting dirty,
I was
getting
pushing
sideways.
the limit there. I had a couple full oh shit moments. I saw lips flying. I saw the car bottoming out in my mind, but thankfully I was like, oh, I'm gonna save this, and somehow miraculously I did. You let out a pretty big scream
That
there.
was a legitimate
terror.
scream.
I heard that trackside. It was such a good screen.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a good one.
But man, I'm like ecstatic. I think the small adjustments we made, we stiffened up the rear suspension. The tires were already pretty high in tire pressure, but the car feels like it has almost, it's more planted in the rear, but it has a ton of traction. Like as the
does.
tires start heating up, it becomes almost unpredictable. At points, it's like really smooth in the transition or in the drift, and then it just like bites.
Yep.
So
Yeah, standing trackside with Dove, we both felt the same. Like, it just has so much grip.
it does. I mean, that's a testament to these tires. I think they're pretty awesome for a high horsepower car.
You want
If
to
you're like
summarize what we got on here, PT?
these are the 265 Zestino
Acrovas.
Acrovas.
Yes.
So
They're like a 280 tread wear, I think.
yeah, I just checked actually. It's a 280 tread wear, so
And
pretty
the fronts
aggressive.
are the Gredge, which are a 240 tread wear.
Yeah, even
A little stickier in the front, but
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
it's a
which
lot of tire for.
it is a lot of tire. I
it's the
think
power we have.
we'll probably get some burners for the next time out, so I can just start going on that, because I felt like if I had less grip,
Mhm.
I could probably carry it. But
Yeah.
otherwise, man, this car is awesome. It's so awesome. Like right out of the box with that alignment, just I don't even know how to explain it properly.
So what do we fix, Riley? How do we make it better?
So I think the biggest issue with the car is too much rear grip. I think it's a combination of a big tire with a low tread wear, and just the suspension geometry in these cars in general are known for making a ton of rear grip.
Okay.
If you look at any professional E46 drift car, they're always incredibly fast, especially going forwards. So I would say maybe even a little more spring preload in the rear, and a little bit smaller tire, or the same size but a different compound.
Harder
something,
compound,
yeah,
yeah.
just something to take away a little rear grip from this car because it makes so much already. Above and beyond that, it feels really good right out of the box.
Well, sweet. I think that's a wrap, DP.
I think so.
Wow. Well, I hope you really enjoyed my first day out drifting as much as I did. It was absolutely awesome. Thank you, Riley. Thank you, NV Auto. Thank you, TMP, for letting us do this today. And as always, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and go to speedacademy.shop for all your merchandise needs.